And up next this week is Sex and the City, directed by Michael Patrick King, and it's based on the long-running HBO series. And you know, I think I've watched one episode of the TV show, and I'm sort of a believer that you shouldn't have to have seen whatever the material was based on. You shouldn't have had to read the book. You shouldn't have had to read the comic book. You shouldn't have had to watch the TV series to really appreciate the show. But
it should stand on its own.
Yeah, honestly, this movie is made for fans of the TV show, and I don't think anyone else.
Well, and I mean, it does a fairly decent job of kind of recapping what has happened during the years of the television show.
Yeah, the opening
in the beginning.
Sequence. Yeah. So I mean, you know where the characters are coming from, and the main character is Carrie Bradshaw, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, and she and Mr. Big, and they reveal his name. I guess that was a big secret, But anyways, they're gonna move into a penthouse apartment together, and they decide that they should probably get married, and it's sort of like a business arrangement. Well, people expect us to, so we probably should, and which is a classic romantic blunder, particularly in the movies. And then strife occurs, and her three friends, they're all having relationship problems of one sort or another, and the movie only tackles it from one perspective, which is the female perspective, which I understand that Sex and the City is about these women, but I mean, if it's going to be a relationship movie, then the two partners should be working on it together, and the men are always just sort of pushed to the side, and they're waiting to be forgiven for their mistakes.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing, is that there's a lot of commercialism in this film, and from what I've seen flipping through the channels in the TV series. And that's kind of really how the men are treated in this. They're another handbag, or they're another pair of shoes that are there just kind of to be there, not as a form of support system or a relationship with these women.
As a grown-up movie, I mean, these are people in midlife that should be working on their relationship together. And really, what it is just the women dealing with it on their own. And once they come to terms with it, then everything's fine. And that just doesn't seem terribly realistic to me. And the commercialism that's in it, the consumerism, was troubling as well. But, I mean, that said, it was still, it had its charming moments.
It really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to. Yeah. And I hate to go into a movie expecting something or feeling a way that I'm going to feel about it. But, this one really, I really couldn't help it almost.
Yeah.
And, I came away from it liking it more than I really expected to.
Yeah. Well, the beer helped. But anyway,
I mean, true.
I'm going to say skip it just because it's not my cup of tea. I mean, granted, if you want to see this anyway. I mean, if you're a fan of the show, you'll love the movie. But, judging it on its own, I'd say skip it.
I'd agree. And we'll be back with our final review.